At the moment, the Conservative government are potentially going to destroy the semiconductor industry in South Wales. They've unnecessarily put 600 jobs at risk in Newport. The Conservative government, what's really worrying with the Conservative government is they don't really understand semiconductors. Mr. Sharp said, we don't make fab and we don't make wafer anymore. He doesn't know the difference between the fabrication of the wafer, the factory they made in, which that is an abbreviation for, and what we actually do. Other countries are investing tens and hundreds of billions in microelectronics. In Europe, I believe Germany, 43 billion, America, 53 billion, Asia, 300 billion. The Conservative Party, Mr. Davis, has not even got any plan. Your industrial strategy for the semiconductor industry has not been published.
First of all, you know perfectly well, and it might hurt you to remember this, it was actually Labour MPs, local Labour MPs, that called for an inquiry into what was going on and into the Chinese ownership of Nexperia. It was so. It was also the unions that called for it, and they kept demanding that the government do something about it. The government did hold that inquiry. I was briefed by the security services about it. The government could not inquire.
What the man there is talking about is a lack of investment.
No,
a lack of knowledge of the industry and a lack of investment.
Is a Chinese purchase of Nexperia.
No, he's not. He's shaking his head. He's talking about lack of investment. Do you want to address that question?
Well, as far as the semiconductor cluster is concerned, the Catapult was put together as part of the Cardiff Capital Region Growth Deal, which is 50% funded by the UK government.
Mr. Davis, the cluster is nothing without the Newport facility. You're swerving the question. Exactly. I'm not on about the
What is the question, sir?
I am not talking about divestment. I'm talking about the 600 jobs the Conservative Party have put at risk. And
in what way, sir?
What support have you got for the people?
I'm not trying to shut you down, because you're making a very valid point, but I'm going to let other people come in, if you don't mind, if that's okay.
Yeah, I think the major point for Newport is the fact that there is this major China ownership within Nexperia, the company that owns this, has been used as a red herring away from the fact that we need this development and the wafer fab, the Newport wafer fab fabrication, the factory, which is the largest of its type in the United Kingdom, is essential to that cluster. And to speak frankly, if we were talking about the structural inequalities of the United Kingdom, it is entirely impossible to believe that that sort of facility, if it were in the southeast of England, would have been allowed to die on its feet. That's what's been happening in Wales, and that is what is intolerable here. We need those jobs.